NBC Nebraska covers Central Nebraska better than anyone else. Your station, our communities. NBC Nebraska. You're watching NBC Nebraska. We are NBC Nebraska. Your live, local, 5 o'clock news starts now.
A growing battle over immigration. Tonight, the Trump administration says there could be additional executive actions on the way. Plus, it's a lover's holiday, and apparently people go all out. We're talking $18.2 billion in flowers, hearts, and chocolate. But first, a dry Sunday has Central Nebraska at a high risk for fire danger. It's your top story on NBC Nebraska News at 5. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Catherine Silver. We've heard several reports of grass fires in the Tri-Cities this afternoon. Buffalo, Hall, and Adams County are all at high risk tonight. It's the same for much of the Midwest. Right now, fire crews are battling a large brush fire in Oklahoma. Here's a live look for you. This is near Oklahoma City. We've seen crews battling these flames both on the ground and in the air. Police are also evacuating any nearby homeowners. We can only hope that rain or even snow is on the way. Here's Bill with a first look at your forecast.
Well, Catherine, unfortunately, no rain and no snow on the way. You get these fire conditions when you have low relative humidity and some breezy winds out there. Now, thankfully, our breezy winds we had this afternoon certainly will be tapering off this evening. Should be in store for a nice evening with still some very mild temperatures out there. 48 right now in Grand Island as well as Hastings with plenty of sunshine out there. Those winds decreasing over the last few hours. A little bit cooler today than we had yesterday, about 5 to 10 degrees cooler depending on where you're at. And as far as cloud cover goes, really not much to speak of. Some high cloud cover out there, but otherwise plenty of sunshine today. And tomorrow looks to be just as nice. We're looking at temperatures into the low to mid 50s, mild conditions, maybe a little bit more cloud cover. And this nice weather looks to continue. I'll have all those forecast details coming up in just a few minutes.
Video you have to see tonight. Nebraska is no stranger to powerful winds, but check this out. Winds in Elk Mountain, Wyoming blew over an 18-wheeler, and it was all caught on dash cam. The 18 just truck falls right onto a highway patrol car. Luckily, no officers were in that car at the time. We're told winds were gusting at about 70 miles per hour. 2021 is the city of Hastings' magic number when planning for city growth. NBC Nebraska's Jackie Kent is live at Lockland Country Club after speaking with the mayor and council members about goals and their 5-year plan. Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Catherine, a lot of these ideas include high price tag items. That includes expanding trails on the south side of the city to creating a committee to look over these ash borer trees that are really prevalent in Hastings. There are thousands of them. So what they want to do is get people to look and see which trees can be saved, which ones can be treated. The total cost of that project, about $1.9 million. So they're looking at a possible half-cent sales tax that voter can decide whether they want to be for or against this November. They're also looking at making additions to the airport and also looking at adding city positions. I'll have that whole rundown for you coming up tonight at 10. Live in Hastings, Jackie Kent, NBC Nebraska News.
Looking forward to hearing more at 10. Thanks, Jackie. Tonight we're following the growing battle over immigration. Hundreds of undocumented immigrants arrested over the weekend in what authorities are calling routine law enforcement operations. We've learned immigration and custom enforcement raids have happened in at least 6 states. For many, there's a growing fear tonight of family separation. For others, it's reassuring hopes of many who voted for President Donald Trump because of his tough stance on immigration. Now, with the recent ruling by a federal appeals court to not reinstate President Trump's controversial immigration ban, White House officials say nothing is off the table. New security measures could come as early as tomorrow. On today's Meet the Press, Trump advisor Stephen Miller talked about what's next.
Well, we're considering all of our options right now, Chuck. That includes you can continue the appeal on the 9th, you can seek an emergency stay at the Supreme Court, you can have a trial hearing on the merits at the district level, or you can take it en banc for the emergency hearing also at the 9th Circuit. And yes, you could pursue additional executive action.
Tonight, we've learned President Trump says he's considering filing a brand new executive order as early as Monday. A busy weekend for Hastings police. We've just learned of 4 drug and alcohol related incidents Saturday night. 2 people were arrested, one Gibbon man for possession of marijuana and another Hastings man for DUI. Parents and students at Chapman School have hope their doors will stay open after all. Tomorrow night, the school board meets to consider repurposing the Chapman building to be kindergarten through 5th grade and an alternative education site. Superintendent Matt Fisher believes this solution will do two main things. First off, provide greater overall savings to the taxpayer than totally closing the school. Second, he hopes to grow the K through 5 students in a building together as enrollment numbers go up. We'll check your fridge tonight. Sargento is recalling some of its cheese products because of a potential contamination. Sargento's specialty Longhorn Colby could be contaminated with listeria. So far, no one has gotten sick from these products, but Sargento is recalling several items as a precaution. Here's a list for you. It includes shredded, sliced, and off-the-block cheese. You can find out more about the recall on sargento.com. Well, we're just 2 days away from Valentine's Day. That means lots of hearts, chocolates, and flowers. One Tri-Cities woman has bought $35,000 worth of roses for the big day. NBC Nebraska's Chase Howell is live in studio to explain. Chase, how many roses can you get for that amount of money?
Catherine is semi-full. The owner of Roses for You ordered 12,000 roses just for the holiday. And I spoke to her on why she gets so many. The National Retail Federation's most recent survey says that 54% of people will celebrate Valentine's Day. Of those 54%, a third will buy flowers, and Judy Rosenberg starts preparing right after Christmas. The floral shop owner staffs 10 designers and 20 delivery drivers during the romantic holiday. But it's not only because they're busy, it's to make sure everyone gets a flower.
I want to make sure anybody that comes in will have something for them. And we'll stay open until 9-10 o'clock on Valentine's Day in the evening, just to make sure if somebody forgot, we'll be here for them.
And it's not just on Valentine's Day when she lends a helping hand. Every rose that isn't purchased, she donates to her nursing home. Tune in at 10 to see how Judy and her husband make the perfect Valentine's Day dynamic duo. Catherine?
Looking forward to that story. Thanks, Chase. It's a lover's holiday, and apparently people go all out. So how does $18.2 billion sound? That's how much U.S. consumers will spend on their Valentines this year. The top gift will be jewelry, but we want to know what you're planning to get your sweetheart. Head on over to our NBC Nebraska Facebook page and let us know. We'll show you the results tonight at 10. Straight ahead, Bill has a full look at your work week forecast, plus the Department of Education gets schooled, why a series of tweets has them in the hot seat. And later, it's music's biggest night. We're headed live to the red carpet for tonight's Grammy Awards. Stay with us.